What a game. The Habs win 4-1 against the Tampa Bay Lightning in a very physical game. This is their 6th win in a row. They're on a 6-game winning streak. And wow, very entertaining, I can tell you that much, as Yaroslavkovsky opens the scoring, scores the first goal. Then Jake Gensel scores. Montreal takes 2 early penalties. Of course, the refs are not on Montreal's side. And then it was all Montreal from there. Caulfield gets a goal. His 47th. 3 goals away from 50. Demidov gets another assist. We get a late hit on Nikita Kucherov, which, thank God it wasn't a 5-minute major. Became 2 minutes, so it was 5-on-4. Mike Matheson scores an empty netter. Then Nick Suzuki scores an empty netter. And then, towards the end of the game, all 5 players on the ice for both Tampa and Montreal get penalized. That 5 players on both teams, everyone on the ice except for Vasilevsky and Dobish, got penalized. Oy. We got one more game against them, against Tampa, and we're possibly facing them in the playoffs. The Habs take a much-needed 2 points, which, damn. Dobish, his 4th straight win. 4 straight. I'm impressed. We do it again on Thursday. Against... As I was saying, we play again on Thursday against the Rangers. We go to Madison Square Garden. At this point, we've made the playoffs, but it's a matter of whether or not we're 3rd or wild card. Boston won. Unfortunately, Boston wins, so they're 2 points behind us for 3rd. But, man, what a season. 7 games left. Actually, no, that's 7 games for Toronto. 8 games left for Montreal. 8 games left. What a season. Once again, Jakub Dobish, his 4th straight win. Named the NHL's first star of the week. Gets his 26th win as a Montreal Canadian, as a rookie. Caulfield, an amazing season, which could culminate with 50 goals. Nick Suzuki, an amazing season. His season could culminate with 100 points. He got 92. 8 points away. He's only got 8 points away to getting his first 100-point season. Yvon Demidov, still remarkable. Lane Hudson is continuing to shock the world. Man, who would have thought? Who would have thought Montreal would be here? Last season, barely made the playoffs. The season before that, failed to make the playoffs. This season, winding down. And we are 3rd in the Atlantic Division and holding on to a playoff spot. Martin St. Louis is doing pretty good. Very good. Last year, Jack Adams finalist. This year, I don't know. But again, it comes down to Dobish, Caulfield, Suzuki, and Demidov. Those four. Dobish is playing really, really good hockey, and I'm impressed. Very impressed with this team. We might have got another team clinched this year, though. On the East this time. The Sabres. They take the Atlantic lead. They win their game. Tampa lost tonight. They lost in regulation. Season's winding down. Will Montreal make it 7? Will they make it 7 in a row? Well, not 7 in a row, more like 7. Will they extend their streak to 7? Who knows? I thought it was going to come to an end. Honestly, I was looking at the season stats, the season series, and Tampa has won every single time. This is the third time that Tampa faced Montreal. The first time, Montreal lost 6-1. The second time, Montreal lost 5-4 in the shootout. This time we finally get the win, and Caulfield finally scores on Andrei Vasilevsky. Felt good to watch that. But you could tell that there's a lot of bad blood. And it's only going to get better. We play them again next week. Possibility of facing them in the first round. Unbelievable. Well, that's it for this one. Have a good one.